Are you ready to silence the whispers of self-doubt, build a mindset of growth, and face challenges head on? Well, in the next few minutes, I'm going to share the game-changing strategies that transformed my entrepreneurial journey. So stick around because today we're unlocking the secrets to building unstoppable belief in yourself. Hey there, welcome back to Hustle and Heartbeat. I'm your host, Isai Rodriguez, and this is where I share actionable tips to help you get started as a homepreneur and move your business forward by 1 inch each and every single day. So if you're ready to turn your business dreams into a visual masterpiece, then hit that subscribe button, grab your creative hat, and let's get started. And by the way, I'm putting together a free training for anyone who's interested in seeing these exact steps in action. So if that's you, great. Follow the link in my bio, and you'll be one of the first to have access to that experience once it's available. So in the meantime, let's jump right into the action. So actually, before we get into the action, I had some really devastating news just earlier today, about an hour and a half ago. Someone in my family has passed away. Now, this is a friend of mine who we grew up together. And so his mother passed away. And the only way that I can say this right now is really because I know he doesn't watch the show, because if he did, it'd be really difficult for me to say that. But I'm letting you know because if you see that I'm not, if I don't have enough energy or the energy that I normally have, it's basically because of that. But the show must go on, right? Am I right? So I'm going to take a deep breath and we're going to keep going here. What are we talking about? What does unstoppable belief really mean in this wild ride of entrepreneurship? Well, you know that moment when you plant a tiny seed in the ground and then it, like against all odds, it grows into a resilient, towering tree? That's what unstoppable belief is all about right there. It's the unwavering confidence that no matter how small you start off, with the right mindset, you can grow into something extraordinary. So back in my early days in this entrepreneurial journey of mine, I had this idea, right? A spark of a dream that just seemed so fragile, like a glass vase, right? But deep down, I believed in the potential of it. I saw this opportunity for me to build the life that I've always wanted. And despite the naysayers and all the doubts, I nurtured that idea like a gardener tending to a previous or a precious little sapling, right? And you know what happened? It grew. It thrived. It went from seed to sapling, then from sapling to a small tree, and then from a small tree it turned into this towering, huge tree, right? All because I believed in the power and potential that I saw in it. I basically had blind faith, right? And don't get me wrong, like there were times of doubt when things just didn't look like they were going to happen, when the math wasn't mathing, as they say. But that's the power of unstoppable belief, right? And today I'm here to help you cultivate this same belief in yourself and in your journey. So let's tackle the biggest one of all first, right? So we're talking about overcoming self-doubt. Like, so imagine you're on a hike, right? And there's this steep hill staring you down right in front of you, right? It's the journey of full-time entrepreneurship staring you dead in the face. It's filled with twists and turns. So now self-doubt, yeah, that's the heavy backpack that you're carrying around. We've all been there, right? In fact, in my early entrepreneurial hike, doubt was like a pesky rain cloud that I couldn't get away. Like that, it just kind of followed me everywhere. It was like that mosquito that wouldn't leave you alone at the barbecue, right? It always there, always in my head, always slowing me down. One thought after another. And, can I really do this? I was thinking, am I cut out for this? But you know what I realized? Doubt is part of the journey, right? There's no way around that. But it doesn't have to be your entire journey, right? So I remember a moment when I questioned if my decision was good or not, right? Seriously. But instead of letting doubt just rain down on my parade, I grabbed an umbrella of self-belief, right? I focused on the small wins, the tiny sprouts of progress. And with each step that I took forward, that doubt rain turned into like a refreshing shower of confidence. So if you're carrying doubt on your entrepreneurial hike, just shake it off. Grab your self-belief umbrella, right? And let's keep climbing. Just keep going. Because listen, the view from the top is absolutely worth it. It's absolutely amazing. Now, how do we build that self-belief foundation? Because believe you me, it is a foundation and it must be built, right? Well, I've got some practical strategies and mindset shifts coming your way. In a couple of minutes, we're turning doubt into determination, one step at a time, right? So let's do it. Let's get into it. Let's dive into the nitty gritty of overcoming those self-doubts, right? Those pesky little self-doubts. So let's imagine that you're at the edge of a swimming pool. I've used this analogy before. And that you're contemplating whether to take that leap into the entrepreneurial waters, right? This is where doubt starts. That's literally like right before you get into that pool. That's when doubt starts. Like you're doubting yourself if you should even take that first step into the pool. Should I even, how should I do this? Right from the beginning, right? They might be circling in your head like cautious lifeguards, right? But trust me, the entrepreneurial pool is a lot warmer than you may think. Or like one common doubt is the fear of failure, right? It's like staring at the water, wondering if you'll make a splash or a belly flop, right? You're thinking, will I look like an Olympic diver or the fat kid at the party? And no offense to fat kids, I myself was a fat kid at one point. And so I get it, right? I know what you're going through. You know what I mean? I've been there. But here's the thing. Failure isn't a plunge into icy unknown depths, right? Not at all. It's more like a cannonball into a pool of lessons. Like each splash teaches you something new. Each stroke propels you forward, right? Each kick gives you a little momentum. But you have to get in and get started, for any of that to matter. Another doubt is the what I call the comparison trap, right? It's like checking out the other swimmers and thinking to yourself, am I doing this right? Like really just doubting yourself. Again, I've been there, I remember scrolling through success stories and feeling like I was doggy paddling while others were like swimming laps around me, backstrokes, breaststrokes, all that stuff. Shoot, I still feel this way sometimes, right? I'm not perfect. I'm human, right? And so are you. So be easy on yourself, right? Because here's the thing. At the end of the day, everyone's swimming their own race, and success has different strokes, right? Yeah, you may be in the same pool, but there are people that have been in that pool a lot longer than you, right? That's all it is. So how did I navigate these doubts, right? I'm sure you're probably thinking that. And this is simple. I found my own swimming style, right? I focused on my unique strokes. I learned from each splash. Like I was saying, I embraced the fact that every entrepreneur has their own personal rhythm, right? Their own style, their own flavor, their own flash, their own pizzazz, right? And I just never gave up. Belief and determination, let me tell you, that's a killer combination right there. If you marry those two habits or those two traits together, it's killer. So now, anyway, let's talk about some practical strategies to overcome doubt. So first and foremost, you need to celebrate small wins, right? So imagine each small win as as a floating device, a lifesaver, if you will. Grab onto them and don't let go, right? They'll keep you, afloat when doubts start creeping into your mind, because they will, right? But you have to celebrate those small wins, because that's what's going to keep you afloat. That's what's going to keep you from drowning, right? 2, practice positive affirmations. You can think of these as your floaties, if you will. Repeat uplifting phrases to yourself daily and often, and soon you'll find yourself like swimming with confidence, right? The third thing is your mindset. There's some mindset shifts that need to happen, and you need to be aware of that, right? It's like changing into your favorite swim gear. Shift your mindset from what if I fail, like that doubt of what if I fail, to what if I fly? What if I take off? What if I can soar? Like, give it that positive twang to it, like, you know what I mean? That little twist of positivity in there. Embrace the excitement of the unknown, because transitioning from doubt to belief is like learning to swim. You know what I mean? It takes time. It takes practice. It takes having a few belly flops, right? And it takes a lot of courage, right? Now let's dive into building that strong foundation of self-belief. It's the secret sauce, if you want to see it that way, right? It's what truly makes or breaks a successful entrepreneurial journey. And trust me, this secret sauce is like, if you were to actually taste it, it tastes amazing. So anyway, let's talk about the wild currents of entrepreneurship, the challenges, right? Because we're gonna face challenges, right? So imagine you're on a surfboard, right? You're hanging 10, you're riding the waves of business. It's exhilarating, right? But sometimes, just sometimes, those waves can knock you off your balance, right? Am I right? I mean, challenges are like they're exactly like those unexpected waves. So again, on the surfboard, you're hanging 10, you're riding the surf, and then a wave hits you from the side. That's what a challenge is. They're part of the entrepreneurial ocean. But hey, I'm here to share some of my surf tips with you. And no, I don't surf. It's just an analogy. But I faced my fair share of rogue waves, if you will. Unexpected expenses, market shifts, you name it. It's like suddenly finding yourself on a giant wave and thinking, whoa, I didn't see that one coming, right? But instead of wiping out, I learned to ride those challenges, these market fluctuations, right? And one key lesson that I've learned is resilience. It's your surfboard, right? It's the sturdy platform, if you will, that keeps you afloat. Resilience, it's not about avoiding waves. It's about bouncing back when you get knocked down, right? So how do you become a resilient surfer, right? So, well, first you need to embrace the wipeouts. Again, realize that it's part of the journey and it's going to happen, right? These are, again, like each one, look at them as a lesson. a chance to refine your technique, right? Remember, every successful surfer has swallowed a bit of seawater, right? Because it's going to happen. It's part of the journey. If you're going to get from novice or newbie to mastering those waves, it's going to happen. So you need to embrace that. You need to realize that it's going to happen and embrace that. Just be like, yeah, here it is. What can I learn from this? Right? Second thing is you want to find or build a support network of fellow surfers, right? Entrepreneurship, it's kind of like a solo ride in that sense. But that doesn't mean that you can't ride the waves with others, right? Share your challenges, learn from theirs, right? And you'll find that is an inherent strength in numbers, right? So find that community or build it if that's the case with you, you know? And then lastly, the last thing that we're going to talk about is adjusting your stance. What do you mean by that, right? Just like adjusting your footing on a board, right? How it kind of helps you ride the waves, depending on where you place your feet and how much weight you gotta kind of have to balance yourself, you know? Adapting your approach in business is crucial. Flexibility is your best friend when that tide of change comes and happens, right? You have to be able to bend and flex with each change. Facing challenges head on is like catching a wave, right? It might be intimidating, but once you ride it out, you'll feel the thrill of conquering the sea. So grab your surfboard of resilience, paddle through the challenges, and ride those waves like the resilient entrepreneur that you are. The next big wave might just be your greatest adventure. So there you have it, my fellow dream chasers and go-getters. We've navigated the waters of self-doubt, embraced the ride of belief, and what else did we do? We surfed through the challenges of entrepreneurship. Remember, the heart of your success beats within your belief in yourself. As you paddle into the huge ocean of your dreams, know that your surfboard of belief is your greatest asset, right? Trust yourself, adjust your stance, and ride those waves like a pro. And now, I want to hear from you now, right? What challenges have you faced on your entrepreneurial journey up to now? Like, how did you conquer them? What were they? Drop your stories in the comments below. Let's create a community of resilient surfer entrepreneurs supporting each other, right? On this wild ride that we're on. And as you paddle back to shore, don't forget, your journey is unique. Your wave is out there waiting for you. And the belief in yourself is your ultimate secret weapon. So with that said, if you found a spark of inspiration in today's video, hit that like, share this with your fellow hustlers, and let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more actionable tips on navigating the exciting world of entrepreneurship, and follow the link in my bio to discover the exact steps to quit your job without quitting your life. Until the next time, stay financially empowered, stay inspired, let the legacy of your wealth building journey unfold, and as always, stay legendary, my friends. With that said, I'll catch you on the next video. Take care now. Bye.